Welcome to the Lost the Plot Awards for 2022. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a happy new year. It's officially award season, and therefore we are here to bring you our little ceremony with a bunch of winners for a bunch of awards that we have spent so long deliberating over. So please feel free to comment down below if you agree, disagree, or want to choose your own winner to any of our categories. Please feel free to like and share and subscribe as well. Now, enough talking, let's get on with the awards. For our first award of this ceremony, we are going to do Villain of the Year. And this does not just mean a character in a film. This can be real life people, companies, or anything else we deem to have caused a disruption to the world of film. Let's get on with the nominations. Nomination 1 is Taika Waititi for ruining a perfectly good franchise and trying to make everything a big joke. Nominee number 2 is Dwayne Johnson for being a big baldy willy and ruining, again, a DC franchise and trying to claim it as his own. And let's not forget the cringeworthy interviews where he knows absolutely nothing about Black Adam as well. Nominee number 3 is Disney for some absolutely poo remakes. And nominee number 4 is Jack, otherwise known as Harry Styles, for being a terrible character and for being a truly shocking actor. And I'd like to announce the winner of Villain of the Year for 2022 of the Lost the Plot Awards to be Dwayne Johnson. Congratulations, you big bold penis, for trying to claim a franchise that was already happening and then being fired from it anyway. You are truly an idiot. See you next year probably in another big film where you play the same character. Congratulations, Dwayne Johnson, for winning Villain of the Year for 2022. You are now stuck with me for another award, and this is one of the original categories that each one of us are going to bring to this ceremony, and for me, it is of the Year. This winner may be a surprise for some of you, especially with the release that he's brought out this year. But I couldn't personally see another winner, especially for a director that has just released a film worth $2 billion, waited 13 years, made us sit for 3 hours and 12 minutes to release the same film but underwater. And that winner is James Cameron. I know it may be a surprise, but Avatar: The Way of Water was an absolute shambles. We were made to wait far too long, and it ruined the character of Neytiri and Zoe Saldana. So, the biggest of the year definitely goes to James Cameron. So, very well done, and congratulations, James. What do you have to say? Obviously, no one wants to talk to us, so yeah, congratulations. Very well done. And that's all from me. You're going now to have the glorious Tom guide you through the next 2 awards. See you shortly.
Thank you for the roar of applause that I know that Ben is going to probably have to just edit in. And he may or may not do this. But I'm going to hope that he has gave me the credit that I deserve for this heroic colour combination I've chose. Speaking of, your next award for this ceremony is Hero of the Year. As you probably guessed, same premise as Villain of the Year. But for people or characters we've deemed to have actually done some good this year in the world of film. Now for the nominations. Our first nomination for Hero of the Year is Susie Miller for being responsible for writing one of the most influential and important inspirational plays in the history of storytelling with Prima Facie. A second nomination is Robert Pattinson for his redemption back into the mainstream and finally breaking links to the Twilight tribe. Third, we have Evelyn Wang, played by Michelle Yeoh, for breaking the typecast for a successful protagonist in a hero film. Our final nomination goes to Nick Cage for playing himself in a film that celebrates his entire wonderful career. Now for the winner of Hero of the Year. Congratulations, Robert Pattinson. Don't know what more to say. You've got your award. You're a hero. On to our next award. Now for this one, we're going to spice things up a bit. Now I know it's me presenting this award, so those two statements might be incongruent, but I'm going to crack on. The next award is for Topless Scene of the Year. Now, there's been many honourable mentions. Surely there was anything you would expect me to say. Could be the tasteful glimpse offered by Emma Mackey in Emily. Or maybe it was X, a predictable film for this category. And whilst Mia Goth may have taken this award for one of her performances, I'll let you guess which one. There could only be one winner for Topless Scene of the Year. It has to be Alexander Skarsgård for Prince Amleth's big, beautiful, beefy berserker body in the raid on the village scene in the Northman. I cannot praise this scene enough for showing what we all wanted to see and what Alexander Skarsgård put so much work into crafting. So as much as he may thank us for this award, we want to thank him. The award's yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom, for reminding us of Big Al's nipples. Now, we're moving on to the biggest letdown of the year. This is for a film that we were all excited for, or not just a film, anything in particular that we were all excited for that just fell a little bit short. For the first nomination, we have Uncharted for an absolute dismal use of source material, awful casting. They had the source there and they just messed it up, didn't they? For our second nomination, we have Thor: Love and Thunder for ruining Thor, for making the MCU too over the top, jokey, stupid. For our third nomination, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness for not being as advertised and not using the multiverse at all. For our fourth nomination, we have Marvel in general. A bit of a theme going on here, but everything Marvel related has fell short and ruined the excitement any of us had for any projects going forward. And the winner, we have Thor: Love and Thunder. So well done, Taika Waititi, for ruining Thor, my favourite character. Asshole. Anyway, moving on to the next one, and it's the biggest FU of the year. Now, surprisingly, it's not going to Marvel this time. It's going to DC, and in particular, the end credit scene of Black Adam when they used Henry Cavill, brought him back, excited everyone, only to announce that they're getting rid of him completely. Just why? Just they don't know what they're doing, do they? Let's just leave it. Anyway.
Right, you always knew I had this gun, eh? Gah! You weren't expecting that, were you? Eh? Yeah, I shook it up for the evening, morning, whatever time you're watching it. I don't care. How are we all doing? You're all looking divine, may I just say. Right, now if that entrance didn't give you any clue as to our next category, it is the award for the biggest surprise of the year. There's been a few. And now, it's time for the nominations. First up, we have Top Gun Maverick, for being a superb sequel that ended up being better than the original, and not just a poor remake made for cashing in on the money. Second up, we've got Prey, for finally being an actual fun Predator film. It doesn't end up being a whole mess of disappointment. Next, we've got Emily, for not just being a period drama, actually throwing in that sort of dark, almost horror-like undertone, which sort of sweeps you in off your feet out of nowhere. And then lastly, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once, for receiving way more attention in the marketing and promotion side than we probably would ever imagine a film like this ever receiving in this day and age, with all the big guns like Marvel and everything taking over the scene. So, let's get to it. The winner is, and rightfully so, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh, what a film. One of my personal favourites of the year, and genuinely, myself cannot believe this became as big as it did. And I'm so glad it did. Because I think it does a good thing for cinema, doesn't it? It's looking up. It's not all just the Marvel guys. Yeah? And I want to see more of it. All right. Now, we're going to bring in the next award. This is my own award that I've chosen to present. And that is the What the Dickens Award. Now, there's been quite a few moments in film this past year I should say, that have made me personally go, what the Dickens? What am I watching? What just happened there? Oh, weren't expecting that, eh? Now, it's a big one. And if you've seen this film, you'll know exactly what I mean. Probably know exactly which scene I'm referring to as well. And that is the film Men. Now, a fantastic film in its own right. But you do not tell me, if you've watched that there wasn't at least 7 or 8 points throughout that movie where you were generally thinking, what the Dickens? And the scene I was referring to, all I'm going to say is birth. Yeah. That's right, don't tell me you didn't lose sleep over that for a couple of nights. Because you bloody did. I sure did. And I'll leave you with it now. You're going to be thinking about it again, ain't you? Yeah. Enjoy. Now, I'm going to pass you back over to our good Lord and Saviour, Ben.
Thank you very much, James, for that absolutely chaotic segment for his 2 awards. And now it's to a part of the ceremony that you would traditionally see in normal award ceremonies. So no made-up categories, no individual awards for best topless scene and what the Dickens. Back to the traditional awards. The big guns, the big hitters that you would expect to see. And these, by far, took us the most time to decide. These awards will consist of Best Director. We have 3 awards for performance. 1 for support, lead, overall. And finally, the big one you'll all be waiting for, which is Best Film. I'm going to start us off with Best Director. And the nominations are Matt Reeves for The Batman. As you know by now, our own Matt orgasms over the thought of Matt Reeves and Batman, so it's no surprise that he is one of the nominations. Nomination number 2, Guillermo del Toro. Bit of a surprise, bit of a late one in the year, something that was not really mentioned, but sensational nonetheless. Nomination 3, Jordan Peele for Nope. A man that has done absolutely fantastic things in his 3 releases into the world of film. A sensational director that we can't wait to see more of. And nomination number 4, The Daniels for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, for creating a sensational masterpiece that we all enjoyed to see at the cinema. And the winner is Guillermo del Toro for directing Pinocchio. This was an absolutely superb adaptation of a traditional Disney film that included a wonderful dark undertone and superb messages throughout. Guillermo del Toro did an absolutely fantastic job, and it was so amazing to see. So Guillermo del Toro, we won't send you anything, but well done. People will know that it's a good film nonetheless. Anyway, passing it over to Thomas for our next award based on performance for a support.
Thank you, Ben. Our next award is for Best Support Performance. Here are the nominations. First, we have Angela Bassett for her performance as Ramonda in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Nomination number 2 is Elizabeth Olsen for Wanda Maximoff in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Third nomination is Ke Huy Quan playing Waymond Wang in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And our final nomination goes to Keke Palmer for playing Emerald Haywood in Nope. And the winner for Best Support Performance goes to Angela Bassett playing Queen Ramonda in Wakanda Forever. Now, we have recorded this after the Golden Globes, where she's won the exact same award, as far as we know. It's a worthy award. She's won it again. Thank you.
And now, on to our next performance award for the Best Lead. And the nominations are Mia Goth for her performance as Maxine in X, Robert Pattinson as Batman/Bruce Wayne in The Batman, Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc in Glass Onion, and Alexander Skarsgård as Amleth in The Northman. And the winner is Daniel Craig for his performance as Benoit Blanc in Glass Onion and that wonderful southern accent. And now on to James for the last performance award.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Now, we're on to the final performance award. And this category is the best performance overall. There's some heavy hitters here. First nomination is Paul Dano as the Riddler in The Batman. Second, we have Ralph Fiennes as Chef Slowik in The Menu. Then we have Tang Wei as Song Se Ray in Decision to Leave. And finally, we have Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And the winner, quite rightfully so, is Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And now for the last award of our Lost the Plot award ceremony for 2022. And that is for Best Film. So let's have a look at the nominations. The first nomination is for The Batman. The second nomination is for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. The third nomination is for Decision to Leave. And finally, the fourth nomination is for The Northman. We spent a lot of time deliberating this, and this was the hardest fought one, I would say. But eventually, we got to a winner. And to finish this absolutely seamless awards ceremony with no problems whatsoever, gentlemen, at all, was there?
Not for me.
The winner of Best Film, released in 2022, awarded by us four at Lost the Plot, was, is, and will always be Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And I speak for all of us when I say this was absolutely superb. It's already been nominated and won awards earlier on in our little ceremony for Biggest Surprise and for overall performance of Michelle Yeoh. But this was truly sensational. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It is superb. It is a brilliant original screenplay that really brings a multiverse to life properly. It is fun, it is compelling, it is well written, and the cinematography is superb. The Daniels, well done. And from us at Lost the Plot, we will see you in the next one. Au revoir.